But I'm too good. I'm not dying here.
Yeah! We did it! We did it! Yes! We did it!
Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today we are finally here. We arrived at the Celestial Hideout. And I gotta say and gotta admit, this was one hell of a grind, to be honest. So when we did the research, how many shapers you have to kill or uber elves, how high is the chance of getting this Celestial Hideout here? And as far as my research told me, it was about like probably, let's say, 70 runs in average. So the majority of people get it between 50 and 100 runs, which would make the chance about 1.5% each shaper kill to pop the hideout. So some people are lucky to get it in the first 5 runs or so, sometimes even on the first. And we had people here in the chat while I was running these shapers that told me they thought it's a 100% chance because they got it on the first shaper they ever did. Some other people took like 200 runs, and here we are, mbXtreme with his RNG. It took me 377 shapers in the matter of 4 days to get the hideout. The question is though, and I wrote down everything so you can have an overview about the cost and so on. And I gotta say, first of all, big thank you to all the supporters of the Celestial Hideout quest. Because without the help of the community, I would have so easily run out of currency, of fragments, and even I wouldn't be able to do 377 runs in the matter of these couple of days, because every run took me about 4 minutes or so. So if you calculate that together, that's roughly 25 hours straight into the Shaper's realm of just killing something, you know? So this is kind of impossible. So I did like 100 runs by myself, and then I invited people from the chat that I gave the sets to, right? And they were running, and as soon as they hit Shaper Phase 3, they just told me I got invited, or basically joined his Shaper run, and then the kill, and then I moved on with mine. So that's how we could pull off, like, I don't know, like 30, 40 Shaper kills in like half an hour or so. So we speeded up the process very fast. So thanks again for the support. So let's take a look. We did now 377 Shaper runs. We got 10 Star Forges, 17 Shaper's Presence, Dying Sun, Void Walker, and almost 200 Shaper's Glove. And this is exactly what we are going to Vaal here. And I've done already all the pre-work. Everything here is quality up, 6-link, divined. Everything is up to perfect here. Then we have 17 amulets already oiled up with Whispers of Doom. So I used like 34 golden oils. That was like close to 100 exalts just to get the anoints on here. So if we're able to get +1 curse corruption, these could go for like 1 or 2 mirrors just for one single amulet. Then the flasks here, a bunch of boots, and even more gloves. Everything 20%, everything fully linked. So we are just here and we can enjoy just Vaaling all of that. But still, for the write down, if we continue, every set is about 67 chaos orbs. So just roughly from the shaper sets, the 370 runs were about 160 exalts just in the shaper sets. And there are people that told me that you can get it from Uber Elder and from Shaper. So the majority of my research just resulted in that everybody got it in Shaper runs. But I have a friend of mine, Crouching Tuner, and he guaranteed me that he got his Celestial Hideout on Uber Elder. So that would make it possible that you get it from Uber Elder as well. And I counted in roughly 200 Uber Elders since 3.6. This is when the Hideout got released, right? So you have like Synthesis League, Legion League, and Blight League. And every single league, I'm doing my 40 Uber Elders for the challenge here. And then I still keep on going to make Uber Elders for the build guides and so on. So I can roughly say in the 3 leagues, I did about 200 Uber Elders and Shapers combined. I don't usually run a lot of Shapers. But yeah, if we count that one in, that's another 200 sets. It's like 86 exalts. So we would end up having a 250 exalts roughly spent. That's worth a mirror just for Shaper sets. And then the additional cost, like 11,000 fusings, like 40 exalts of fusings just to get all these stuff 6 linked and all the others 4 linked. Then we use, like, as I said, more than 100 exalts in terms of golden and black oil to get the Whispers of Doom on the amulets. Then like 100 divines to get all the Star Forges above 490% physical damage. So if we get a good corruption, we can actually get something, a valuable prize out of that. Thousands of jewelers, scraps, stones, and the Vaal orb. So basically, if we end up paying about 420 exalts for this whole Celestial Quest project. And now at the end, we are finally here. After all this grinding here, we have the hideout. So now we can start building a beautiful hideout. But now we're gonna take a look and just grab a bunch of Vaals and just Vaal everything. It should be exactly 377 items among those tabs here. And it's end of the league. We're not making any kind of price predictions here. I don't care what do I actually get. I'm just happy to just Vaal everything. As I said, percent fizz on Starforge would be a big win. +1 curse on the amulets would be a big win. In terms of boots, I don't really know if there is any kind of good boot corruption where you say like they don't even have a chance on them. So don't forget about that. And then the gloves, probably Ellie weakness, 1 max frenzy charge or something like that. Who the fuck knows? Again, big thank you. And now let's start with Vaaling all of that shit here. First Vaal is going to be additional accuracy. We just have a 7 link with a beautiful 700 DPS. So all of these Star Forges have more than 700 DPS. Then we have nothing. RT, probably more like league start. The first rip here, then we have 12% increased fizz damage. That is now beautiful because it has already 497. That makes a total of 509% fizz DPS. So this is actually now a very, very strong Starforge here. Wait, hey, stop. God damn it. Here we are. Okay, so 45 or something would be the big win, to be honest. If we're gonna get one, another rip, 5% attack speed. That probably has now... That's even better now, as you see. So with the attack speed, we have 743. With the 12% increased fizz, we have 733 DPS. So sadly, the additional accuracy shouldn't be too valuable as well with the nowadays that we have the precision gem. All right, these are corrupted. Let's check here. Corrupted should actually apply. Yeah. So perfect. Next one, the amulets. So if we're gonna get +1 curse on these amulets, that would be the biggest win of all. We have Determination Aura Effect, we have Malevolence Aura Effect, nothing happened, 10% increased attack speed, Rarity, nothing happened, that's a rip, that's a rip, that's nothing. We have Hatred Aura Effect, Fire Damage Leeched as Life, a rip, then we have another rip, nothing, Purity of Elements, nothing, and nothing. So, all of these are now ripped. The good thing is, if it rips, as you see over here, for example, it still keeps the Whispers of Doom. So technically, these are not even too bad at all. And I guess still the fire damage leeched as life shouldn't be too bad either if you take like any kind of build that uses fire damage. So we can generally leech life, especially nice as a caster because all the nodes on the tree are usually ending up for fire damage leeched as energy shield. So if you have now on this amulet fire damage leeched as life, that's actually pretty nice for those casters. Perfect. So Starforge is corrupted, amulets corrupted, the flasks we cannot corrupt, sadly. That would be nice if we can corrupt them for like 1 additional power charge, please. So we're gonna leave those. And here we're just gonna go through Trap and Mine gems. Then we have dodge spell hits. I think maybe the +1 endurance charge would actually be nice. But as I said, there is no enchantment on those. So even if we had a pretty nice stuff here, like movement speed is actually super nice. Don't forget, it reduces the value of them just because they are not having an enchant. So dexterity, nothing, nothing. We have curse gems, nothing happened, like just boring. More movement speed, AoE gems, max endurance charge, so this could be valuable at some point, depending on what build does actually use Voidwalker. I'm not even sure about that. Max life is not bad either. And yeah, the rest was like nothing. So we have 1 max power charge and 2 with movement speed. So level of soccer gems shouldn't be too bad either. That's a rip. We're just gonna... I try to really speed this one up because there is so much Vaaling and so much to talk about, right? And I don't want to make like an hour-long video. So, ripped. We have max life. Boring, boring, boring. AoE gems, nothing, nothing. There's actually only a few rips, to be honest. Nothing, nothing. Evasion ratings, armor, and nothing. So, next tab here. Another 8% movement speed. I guess movement speed is always nice to have, to be honest. A second one with max endurance charge. That's super nice as well. They could actually, like, sell without enchant as well. Hey, nice resistance. So, armor, then we have nothing. Rip, nothing, nothing. God, all of these items will rest in peace in the graveyard that is standard. Hey, we have one with perfect implicit, which is 10% movement speed. So that's actually not even bad. So these boots have now 40% movement speed, but I would never think that these would go for a big amount of currency. All right, next one, gloves. As I said, ally weakness would probably be the best one. Good is that I already quality everything up, so people like to buy these with ally weakness and the quality because it still gives energy shield. So 1 level of socketed gems, not too bad either. Click, click, click. Couple of rips. Max frenzy charge is not too bad. Duration gems, ES. But as I said, I guess, just my personal prediction, that the ally weakness would go for the most. Spell crit. Then we have max ES and nothing. So nothing with ally weakness yet. And we continue with a bunch of rips, projectile gems, and feeble on hit. Where is the ally weakness? 8% attack speed. 10% attack speed. Another rip, rip, rip. More attack speed, Warcry gems. Dude, best implicit ever, dude. Why would somebody ever use Warcries if you're not Berserk? So, nothing, nothing, rip. Aura gems. Do you want to tell me that I don't get a single ally weakness in like, I don't know, like almost 200 tries? There you see how fucking rare that actually is. But hey, we're not done yet. We are not done yet. Nothing, nothing, nothing. White sockets. Vulnerability on hit, so for fist builds. But I don't even know if there is like dex or strength stacking builds that go for fist damage. As I said, probably ally weakness. But still, we have the vulnerability twice now. Spell crit. Vulnerability for the 3rd time, and feeble on hit, dude. So many curses now. Let's go. Where's despair on hit? Okay, we have double and feeble, triple vulnerability, now even despair, and ally weakness on hit, dude. This is now the glory, the holy grail of corruptions here. We get like every single curse corruption here. Ally weakness, despair, and feeble vulnerability. Or what else? Is there like temp chains or something? Aura gems, socketed gems, rip. Holy moly, dude. It's like oh, another level 10 ally weakness. Level 11, level 10. Maybe we get a level 12 as well, just to have a beautiful end image here. Duration gems. What else do we get? Max ES, a level of AoE gems. That's a reap. Nothing, reap. Rap and mine gems, attack speed. Beep. Temp chains. There we go. I think we have now everything. Like vulnerability, ally weakness, and feeble, despair, vulnerability. I don't know. I think we have like every single curse now that is possible. Projectile gems, and that's about it. Tab number 5. 1 max frenzy charge. A level 12 and ally weakness would be nice. Here we have level 12 and feeble. Despair. Too many corruptions, Exile. 2 level of socketed AoE gems. Dude, I have absolutely no idea if they are worth something, and if so, how much they are worth. Because I don't fucking care. They're all going to standard anyway, since like 2 weeks we have new league, and probably next week they're going to merge the Blight League with standard again. So I don't even know if these items are worth something in standard. And if they are, I don't fucking care. I don't play standard at all. So AoE gems, then we have vulnerability level 12. Socketed gems, cast speed again, attacks have crit strike, another vulnerability, and 2 more rips. I think everything here is now beautiful, corrupted, and ready to be vendored, probably. And sadly, not a single one here with the +1 additional curse on the Whispers of Doom. But as I said, that could probably be like 500 exalts just because you get double curse from one amulet, which is insane. Here we have attack speed and increased fizz, which is also pretty nice. Best would be probably Fortify, Onslaught, and what else can be there? I think additional accuracy, but this is like the weakest one. RT, I don't think this is too valuable, just for League Start maybe. But yeah, if it's standard, who has League Start with 6-link Starforge? Yeah, I think we've done a great job here. Again, thanks so much, guys, for all the support, for giving me your fragments, your currency and whatever. So, wait, do we still have this beautiful image here? Yeah, see? This is MBX in probably 40 years. And I still be there farming Shaper sets. That image is just... that is just... the perfect Photoshop example of me, playing the game in like 40 years. So yeah, guys, in the next couple of days, we're going to hopefully make a beautiful, beautiful hideout so we can actually put some time to honor these 370 or 577 runs to get this insanely garbage, stupid hideout. Guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.